Yo, 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 what's good with it? It's the homie Mac. Music, art, culture, knowledge, each one teach one, peace and love. Reporting live from the Dogon, 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 Dogon. Thumbs up, give me the likes. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Subscribe to the YouTube channel 82 Kings. It's the homie Mac, man. Yeah, so let's jump straight to it. Mac minutes, Mac minutes, Mac minutes. Thumbs up, give me the likes. Thumbs up, give me the likes. I was at the barbershop and there was a conversation about the quality of basketball in the NBA now, and you know what players of yesteryear would thrive now. I said that I felt as though Michael Jordan specifically from the 87, 88 season. What shoes was he wearing in 87, 88? Might have been was it the fours? I don't know. I can't remember. But was it the Jordan fours? You know what? Now I gotta check and see. But I specifically said Michael Jordan from the 87, 88 season um, would be good in any era of let me sit up. Would be good in any era of basketball. Give me 1 second. Okay. I was one model off. In the 87, 88 season, Jordan was wearing the threes, specifically white cement threes. Um, I think as well as the black cement, but the one that's popular the most is the white cement threes. But yeah, he wore the black cement threes in 87, 88. Jordan 87, 88 was a monster. He played every single game. There was no load management. That man laced up his threes every night and went in. He averaged over 35 points a game, 6 assists, 6 rebounds. Again, played all the games that year, 82 game season. Averaged 40 minutes a game. All deep was defensive player of the year. Averaged over two blocks a game. Averaged over 3 steals a game, 6 assists a game. Again, this was an MVP year. He won MVP. Shot over 54% from the field. So what that tells me, since he was making over half his shots, Michael Jordan was very efficient. And the thing that I loved about Michael Jordan's game was you could tell he picked his spots. He was explosive, but he played in control as well. I remember reading a book called How to Be Like Mike, and there was a chapter called The Killer in Control. And in that chapter, it just expounds on Michael Jordan's mental approach to the game, and how he would his playing style on the court, the killer in control. Michael Jordan was a mind killer, a killer in the mind, and by that I mean he had the killer instinct. He didn't care who was in the lane. He's dunking on you. Played with violence and reckless abandon, but it was controlled. 87, 88. Let's see who was actually on that Bulls team in the 87, 88 season. Give me 1 second. Um, 87, 88 season. Come on, show me the roster. Show me the roster. Um, they had Mike Brown, Dave Corzine, Artis Gilmore, 16 years in, Horace Grant, his rookie year, Charles Oakley, his second year, John Paxson, Scottie Pippen, Brad Sellers, Rory Sparrow, Sedale Threat. Wow, didn't know Sedale Threat played with Jordan at one point. Elston Turner, Sam Vincent, Tony White, and Granville Waiters. So Mike went in. I think Michael Jordan is good in any era from the 87, 88 season, largely because of his mental approach to the game, hella competitive. He took pride on playing both both sides of the ball. Meaning it wasn't enough for me to just score 40 on you that night. I also have to stop you from scoring 20. He took pride in his defense. One of the things I thought was kind of dope, if you play the Jordan Challenge on NBA 2K23, there's a challenge where you have to win the game, score over 40 as Jordan, score over 40, win the game, and hold Dominique Wilkins to under 20. So that spoke to just the balanced approach that Jordan took to the game. Right now, I think offense is king. People love to play offense, but don't play a lick of defense. I would contend, my contention is if Michael Jordan from the 87-88 season, not only is he good in any era of basketball, but I also feel as though if he were playing now, he would average well over 40 points a game, probably like 43, 45. I know some people say 50 plus, 60. I don't think he would score that much. Not that he wasn't capable, but just within the team structure, knowing how guys are now, nobody's going to play with a guy that's scoring 50 every night. Like, you're going to have to distribute the ball. I would say he would get, again, well over 43, 45 points. Yeah, I think the way in Jordan's era, 87, 88, the game was way more physical. You can hand check. And by hand check, meaning as a person dribbling, you can kind of guide them, you can touch their body with your hands and kind of move them with your hands. So with that in tow, that actually makes it more arduous to score. It's very, very cumbersome, very difficult to score with the physicality of the game. You can hand touch, hand check. I think people took more pride in shutting players down and you not scoring. Now, I think maybe you could say because of the ball is life movement, these mixtape movements, a lot of these kids are not really concerned about playing defense. Offensive giants can give you a bucket like that, but don't play a lick of D. I.e. Luka Doncic. I love Luka's game. I think he's nice, but he does not play defense. He's not the only one. I hate to call you out, Luka, but Luka had 73 points last week. Luka had 73 points last week. Well, who else? I'm about to say Cat Williams. Anthony Towns had 62 points last week, and Joel Embiid scored 70. For that many players to score 60 plus in a week, to me, it kind of speaks to the defensive decline. Not saying those guys are not hella talented, they are, but I feel as though team defense is lacking. One-on-one defense is lacking. You got guys who you got teams rather. They're scoring 120 points every other night. I want to say the New Orleans Pelicans either last week or the week before they scored over 150 points. So yeah, I think again with Ball is Life era, the mixtape era, with these videos, a lot of kids they're more the culture now, the milieu within basketball now is more centered around offense. I gotta look good, man. You know, offense is sexy, defense not so much. And unfortunately, when I coached AAU basketball, I coached for the Atlanta Celtics. I used to tell my players, defense is not. You don't have to have talent to play defense. Defense is knowledge and desire. A lot of it is mental, you know. And I think now it's not really stressed. A lot of kids are not taught defensive stances. They're not taught how to play defense efficiently. A lot of guys overseas, yeah, I think fundamentally the fundamentals are expressed more overseas, specifically European basketball. I think you have guys coming over here from Europe, and their games are more well-rounded. Again, these kids are 14, 15 years old, they're playing pro basketball. So they're already ahead of the curve. Whereas I feel like in the States, it's more superficial, it's more highlight reel based. But yeah, Michael Jordan, 87, 88, let me get back on topic. I think he's good in any era. Again, his mental approach to the game. They said the only person that could hold him under 20 was Dean Smith. You know, the whole four corners offense, pass, cut, replays. I just think, you know, from lateral movement to quickness to foot speed to just overall athleticism, Jordan, not only was he ahead of the curve, he was the curve. Not to say that there weren't freakish athletes. I mean, you had Dominique, 87, 88, and even before him, you had Connie Hawkins there. You had David Thompson. You had freakish athletes. so many other players. Michael Jordan is a one-on-one, especially 87, 88. It's one of his best seasons production-wise. Played both sides of the ball. Defensive player of the year, average 35, uh, 6 assists, averaging 2 blocks a game. You know, like that. And you played every game, so Jordan was an Iron Man. You know, now, I don't know if it's because of the diet now. I don't know. The guys just, their bodies just don't seem as durable. I don't know if it's this processed food. I don't know. But on the flip side of that, I think guys are more athletic now than ever. You got guys, like when I was, watching the All-Star game, no, the NBA dunk contest as a shorty, Isaiah Ryder did something I never saw before. It was like anomalous, the East Bay Funk dunk, where you put it through your legs and dunk it. You got kids doing that in middle school now. I think the training has become more sophisticated. It's become more specific, specified as far as kinesiology, muscle strength, muscle movement, all that. So I think the the bar is high as far as athleticism, and I think again Michael Jordan was the curve. Michael Jordan, his athleticism definitely matches the athleticism of the day. In 87, 88, the average shooting guard was anywhere from 6'3" to 6'5". Michael Jordan was 6'6". As of today, the average shooting guard is anywhere from 6'5" to, I think they went from 6'4" to 6'7". So he's still in that height range. Yeah, I think Michael Jordan again, 87, 88, playing now, he's averaging 40 plus easy. You put him in the Bob Cousy era, man, probably averaging down there 60 or more every night. You put him, I mean, he played in the 90s, put him in the 50s. Oh, it's ugly. Michael Jordan is unstoppable. He's on his Thanos. He's on some Thanos stuff back then. But yeah, I don't now. I think again he's a killer. Killer instinct on 10. You're not locking up Mike. Only Mike can stop Mike from 87, 88. Again, I feel like Mike is good in any era. The defensive end was more physical. I feel as though the refs allowed more physicality. Bad boy Pistons. Heck, even some of those Knicks teams in the 80s, especially in the 90s, but we're talking about 80s. Like the game was more physical. But I don't necessarily think that means there was more talent. I just think it was more physical. I don't think necessarily knocking somebody on their ass when they drop to the lane speaks to talent. But no, it does speak to your mental resolve and your warrior spirit and your competitiveness if you can play through that. You know, and I think that's what personifies Mike. I think there are people who have done things with the ball that were just as good, if not better than Mike. Better shooters, better ball handlers. But I think Mike's overall mental approach to the game, again, is what delineates him from everybody. What makes him the standard. Michael Jordan is the standard for basketball. From Shea Cotton to Kobe Bryant, to Harold Miner, to LeBron James, heck, to Anthony Edwards now. The metric is Jordan. You're always, who's the next Jordan? I know some people say, well, Kobe was Jordan, or Kobe was a Jordan clone. I mean, they pretty much had the same game. Kobe mirrored Jordan's game. But yeah, again, 87, 88 Mike, he's good in any era. I think you'd be hard pressed to find anyone on any roster that can just shut him down or can negate his talent. Jordan is going to eat. 87, 88 Mike is eating in any era. Athleticism off the charts, lateral movement, foot speed again, all that. I just don't know how much more you could ask. His 3-point percentage was not that good, but his mid-range game was crazy. Let's see, in 87, 88, Mike, he didn't really attempt that many threes a game. It's saying he attempted over 6 a game. His 3-point percentage was 13%. So yeah, free throw percentage 84%. Free throws attempted 11 a game. So yeah, Mike, overall skill set is there. Ball handling, shooting. Again, a mid-range monster. You're not stopping Mike. I know I say it again a lot, but I guess I'm pretty much reflecting. what was said, what I stated. Mike, 87, 88, unstoppable in any era. I think he's good in the 70s, 60s, 50s. Uh, when James Naismith had them playing with the baskets, those little the peach baskets that he had them playing in. Michael Jordan is eating, destroying in every era. That's just me. I think he's an all-star in every era of basketball, anywhere on the planet, any league. Like, Jordan is just that guy. It's the homie Mac, music, art, culture, knowledge, each one teach one. Oh, one more thing. I think now, at least, especially in the NBA, and I've heard Lucas speak to this. Lucas said it's actually harder scoring in Europe. Playing in the NBA offensively and scoring is easy. And I think a lot of that is due to people want to sell tickets. So the rules have changed. You can't hand check. I think the physicality has been negated. I think the refs are more conservative in their foul calling. Not saying that you can't touch anybody, but you can dang near take somebody's head off in the 87, 88 era, and there were a lot of no calls. I'll just leave it at that. But it's the homie Mac, man. Comment, like, share, comment, subscribe. Tell me how y'all feel about this. Talk to me. Am I crazy? Am I tripping? Was Mike from 87, 88? Was he really not that cold? Would he get shut down in some era? Would he get shut down now? Highly doubt it. But let me know how you feeling. Talk to me, man. It's the homie Mac. Music, art, culture, knowledge. Each one teach one. Peace and love. Thumbs up. Give me the likes. Thumbs up. Give me the likes.